Good morning, passengers. This is your captain, Little Bro. This is your flight 2751, destination Kansas. So buckle your seatbelts because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. So hold tight to your seats because here we go.
It was a beautiful day to fly, and we got a great deal at Spirit Airlines. The captain of the plane was pretty cool. As soon as he saw little sis come in, he let us go into the cockpit, and he was telling us all about how the plane works. And boy, does this place have buttons. It was really amazing how they work the plane.
It sure is really cool.
This sure was a great experience. We thank the pilot and the crew for this opportunity to check out the plane. This was for sure a great start to our adventure in Kansas.
And when you are flying in top of Kansas, you can see that it's mostly flat land. They have a lot of rivers and lakes here. And of course, one of the most famous ones is the Mississippi River, which is one of the main attractions. And also, the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City airport has been remodeled and looks really nice. But of course, as soon as you get down from the plane, you will see the merchandise for the Kansas City Chiefs.
These are some of the main attractions that we always show you, and here's a preview of what you're gonna see.
Why you keeping me waiting? All I want, the love from you is so long. The love, all I want, the love from you waiting. All I want, the love from you is so long. The love, all I want, the love from you. Why you keeping me waiting?
That's right, guys. Los Bros and family are in Kansas, and we're about to show you some cool stuff that you can do in this beautiful state. And one fun fact about Kansas City Airport is that it's actually not in Kansas. It's right on the border of the Missouri state. And like we mentioned before, and you were able to see from our window on the plane, Kansas has a lot of rivers, lakes, parks, and really green areas at this time of the year. And check it out, the part where we were staying, you can tell it's different from the city. They have big houses, lots of space, lots of area. Wow, it's really nice here. And the thing about Kansas is that you probably have more patio and grass area. That is probably 5 times what your house size area is. And check it out, the houses here are big, so imagine how much area you have. And what we noticed in one of the houses is that actually had their own lake. So not just the pool, it was a lake. Imagine you telling your friends, hey, not just come to the pool. You can just say, hey, come to my lake. That'd be pretty cool to tell your family and friends, huh? And another fun fact about Kansas is this one of the top 10 states of agriculture. This is one of the most important industries in the state of Kansas and makes a living for many families here. And now let's take you to our first stop here in Kansas. And as you can see when you go into the city, it looks very different from the place that we were at. And we are going to take you to the historic city market. This place is great if you like history, art, and food. First thing we did was visit the museum for the Steamboat Arabia. This boat sank in the Mississippi River in 1856. It was carrying tons of mystery cargo, and it was not till 1988 that they found it. It was truly a modern-day treasure hunting story. And all the artifacts that were inside the boat turned to be now the museum. It's one of those great stories that you hear in the history books. Very interesting indeed. And another thing that you can see here around the museum is the comics. You all who know Little Bro, you know that if he sees one of these stores, he has to go in.
Dad, this is such a great place. If you guys like comics, this is a store next to the museum. This place also had parties for adventure seekers. Too bad I didn't have time to come to one of these. It sounded like a lot of fun. But at least I got some anime cards. Pretty cool.
And once you're out there, another thing that you can do here is check out the markets. They have lots of good stuff, Mediterranean and others. And you can also get some fruits and vegetables. Here are a great deal. Great spot to get lunch. And once you've done that, you can head out just a few minutes to the Kansas Bridge that overlooks the great historic Mississippi River. This was really exciting for us because, you know, you hear the Mississippi River in the books and the movies and everything, and it was just nice to see it right in person. And wow, this is a really big river. Check out this incredible view, guys. And the river also has right next to it a nice walking or biking path that you can go along the river. We didn't do that, but it seemed like there was a lot of people enjoying that next to the river. And of course, guys, we're in Kansas, so it's tornado state. On our way back, we passed by this really bad storm with lots of rain, wind, and a couple lightning. It was kind of scary because I had all the kids in the car. And we were driving and the winds were really bad. This was the freeway and cars were stopping on the side or just driving 5 miles per hour. This is how the neighborhood looked after that rain. It's pretty gnarly. And another thing that you will see here in Kansas is that a lot of people have RVs, boats, jet skis. People really enjoy the outdoors here in Kansas. And of course, after the storm, the beautiful rainbow came out. And today was the time to go to the Lake Olathe Park. This is another great spot to come spend the day when you're in Kansas. There are lots of things here to do. They have barbecues, which in Kansas is a pretty big thing. You will find some of the best barbecue restaurants here in Kansas. And here at the lake, you can come to the Marina beach. It's not free, they do have a fee. And they also have a water park and boating rentals for another extra fee. We decided to go for the water park, which looked pretty nice. And if you don't want to do that and you just want to chill in the water or rest in the sand, you can just pay your $10 and use the area. And for the safety of all the kids and all the people around, they do provide a lot of lifeguards on the beach area and in the water park. And if you didn't bring any snacks and you get hungry, there's always the Sweet Dang and Cafe inside the marina, with many great ice cream and snacks to enjoy here. The bros were having a great time here, but of course we had to wait for our time to get into the water park. It's only an hour for about $10 too. Once you pay that fee, you will get a bracelet that has a certain color. And once they're ready to go, they will call your color and you're all set to go in.
This place is like an obstacle course, but it's a bumpy ride.
Why you keeping me waiting? Why you keeping me waiting? All I want, the love from you, the love, all I want.
This place is a real adventure in water.
Super fun, bro. Let's do this.
The love from you, the love, all I want. The love from you, why you keeping me waiting?
I swear to guys, that was not me pushing my friend. Now check out a couple of bloopers.
Alright, Dad, let's show you guys how it's done. Cannonball! This place was so fun. We totally recommend this. Oops, there I go. Seriously, guys. You guys have to visit this place if you're in Kansas.
And right next to the marina, there's also this park, which is also pretty cool, and there's no charge for it. Here, the kids can come and enjoy the small water parks that they have in here. They also have places where you can sit and relax and just enjoy your day. They have a lot of cool things here for the little ones. This is also a great idea to come and do, especially in a humid hot day.
Little sis was having a great time in this part of the lake. It's really perfect for kids, especially for the younger ones. They can have a blast here.
And check it out, guys. If you follow the river to the top, you will find this nice waterfall that has a nice creek that you can swim in. And people also here seem like they were having a great time. But alright, guys, time to head back to our next adventure. Big bro, take us there.
And of course, if you're visiting Kansas, you cannot miss coming to the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, Super Bowl winning champions, and also right next to it is the Kansas City Royal Stadium. Even though they're not that popular in the United States, their stadium is pretty nice. And what we thought was pretty cool is that both stadiums are in the same spot. And all you gotta do is tell someone at the parking lot that you came to take some pictures and they'll let you in. Maybe not inside the stadium, but around the premises. And take some pretty cool pictures around the stadium.
And another of the great things that you can do here when you're in Kansas is come to Shawnee Mission Lake. And right now we're going on our way to the Shawnee Mission Park Marina. And along the way you may pass by their beach area too and their archery section that they have for you. And you can also come do some fishing here, of course, with a permit. It's also such a nice place just to come and have a picnic with the family and friends. Let's go check out this lake, guys, and do some paddle boarding and kayaking. It was actually the perfect day to do this because it was not that sunny, and paddleboarding can be really tiring. So if you like to exercise and having some fun at the same time, this is the perfect thing to do. Otherwise, we recommend the canoes. This can be rented at the marina, but you can also bring your kayak or paddleboard. And check it out, guys. One cool thing about this lake is that it has a section especially for people who want to bring their dogs to have some fun in the water. You can also come and do some hiking in the trails that the lake has around. Or if you decide to go around the lake, it probably takes you like around 2 hours and 20 minutes. And you will pass by some nice areas around the lake with some beautiful sceneries around. Check it out. And here you can see how our friends were going faster and easier than we did. Because with the current of the lake, the paddling boat was a really exhausting thing to do. Boy, that looks so close, yet so far. Alright guys, let's take you out to the next adventure, and we're gonna visit the Cafe Corazon. Here you can get some of the best coffee and refreshments in Kansas. This place is amazing. It first trades coffee from all over Latin America. And it super supports indigenous and Latino cultures and celebrate their heritage with flavor, love, and coffee. Café Corazon is a family-owned business and roasts their coffee here in Kansas. But besides their coffee, oh my god, their desserts are amazing. It was such a great spot after a good day in the lake. And if you're like us and you don't live here in Kansas, they always have their prepared coffee bagged and ready to go for you, along with other many great products and merchandise, like books, t-shirts, and coffee mugs. Because if you're a coffee lover, who doesn't want a coffee mug that says, I love Kansas? So alright guys, if you guys ever visit Café Corazon here in Kansas, let us know in the comments how your experience was.
And if you like adventures, don't forget to check out these other 2 videos.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Josh Bros,
We out.
Bye bye, brothers. See you next video.